All right, so I slept on the beach here, Rosarito Beach. There's a fire, and we had some homies chilling. Richardo and Angel, and I woke up early, did some chanting, walked around, and then as I was going into town, I said buenos dias to a couple, and as I was leaving, they asked me if I wanted to smoke some weed, and I said sure, and we were chatting, and they spoke very little Spanish, so they gave me the Wi-Fi to where they were staying, so we could use a translator, which means that they must be staying in the hotel. And they tell me that they're from Calexico, which is near Mexicala, which is where the Order of Christ Church allegedly is. And she was asking if I wanted to smoke more weed. I said yes. And then she said, and the translation was horrible. It was like, what will you do then? Will you go home or will you stay at the beach? And I thought she meant like, they're gonna bring more weed, or do I want to leave to go to my home? The translation was so weird, and I just said I'll stay at the beach. And then they left, and I thought they were gonna come back and we were gonna smoke weed and maybe hang out more. But then I guess probably what happened is they were asking me if I wanted to go to their hotel and smoke more weed, which would have been awesome because I could have smoked more weed, learned Spanish, charged my phone. They probably had breakfast, and then maybe they were going to Calexico. So I feel like I really messed up on that one. So Richardo is walking around somewhere. I'm gonna see if Estevan is at the breakfast place. Maybe I could get some food for breakfast, because he said he'd buy me and Richardo breakfast. The weird thing is though, now I have Wi-Fi like on this beach. If at any time I want to use Wi-Fi, I can connect to the Wi-Fi. I don't know if that's permanent or if it's just, maybe it's the Wi-Fi they give to each individual person, but I have Wi-Fi here on the beach, which is super cool. Because that's a big deal. I was gonna have to go to Starbucks to use my Wi-Fi, and now I can just chill here on the beach. I have Wi-Fi, so really wish I knew Spanish. Really wish I had got in there with that hotel. That was a cool person. She was very cute too, and like seemed like a genuine person who was helping me get to where I needed to be, and I feel like I kind of passed it up. All right, well, I'm gonna cut this. Maybe they'll be back tomorrow morning. Buenos dias. Yeah. Even though there's signs that say no horses allowed, people have tons of horses. What's this? Is this like a table? Is this food?